Hello, BNI, and welcome to your Monday mentoring moment. I'm Jenny Butts, and I'm hoping that today will help all of your members and you can pass along some really important information. We know that members, especially new members, who invite people to a chapter and then sponsor a member into a chapter are more likely to renew their membership at the first year themselves. So what better tool to give them than some language around how to invite people and where to find the people to invite to your chapter. This is good for everybody in your chapter, but specifically for new members who may not know their way around networking and inviting just yet. So the first thing, we'll talk about four things. And the first thing is during your one-to-ones, ask each other who you'd like to meet. What industry, what person, what company. Asking very specifically who you would like to meet helps me know who I can invite to our meeting to say, hey, do you want to make a connection here? So ask in your one-to-ones. The second thing is invite someone to your chapter meeting for the speaker to hear the speaker talk about his or her business. Now, this sometimes runs into a little troublesome area if you already have someone in the chapter in the classification, you're inviting someone, but talk to that member. Givers Gain says there's enough business to go around and I've built really good relationships. So I'm not afraid that someone coming into my chapter to visit will take any business from me. Then once you've talked to people in their one-to-ones and you've listened during the meeting and you've invited for the speaker, a good place to look for those people is in LinkedIn. You can do a search, whether you have a paid subscription to LinkedIn or just free. You can do a search for an industry or some profession that you say you want to meet. I know a lot of chapters will say, next week you're speaking, who would you like to see? I'd like every chiropractor you know to be in the room. Well, then I want to go to LinkedIn and see if I know any chiropractors or if I'm connected to people who might know chiropractors. And then the last thing is specifically around verbiage, the messaging. When we're inviting someone to a chapter, we don't need to tell them everything up front. Here's how the meeting goes. This is what the membership fee is. We don't need to tell them all that. We just need to say, I know somebody who I think could give you a lot of business, and they'll be with me at a meeting on Wednesday morning. Would you like to come and meet them? It's much easier to engage people in meeting other people for their business than it is to say, would you like to come to a meeting at 7:30 in the morning? That's not nearly as appealing. So we want to ask during our one-to-ones, ask our speakers, who do they want to meet? Use LinkedIn to find them, and then ask them to meet people who can collaborate with other businesses instead of inviting them to a meeting. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you learned something from it and it will help all the members in your chapter.